This is it. Security. I can check the departures register to find out which crew chick, I mean, the Scholar, shipped in and out with.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Huh?
Sure.
Oh. You almost got caught stealing. There's the impact hammer. Okay. We gotta wait until this lady goes away. Oh, it's a dude. Goodbye. No, that's not the one from the quest. That's just a regular impact hammer. I thought it was the other one. That's funny. Okay. Hello. What is that? Oop. He's back in here. He didn't see me though. Yeah, we're done here.
Be right there.
There's nothing in there though. Oh, except for the, I guess that's what we're supposed to steal anyway.
There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest. On my way.
The metal hoop is also his. What is it for? Modified pistol, hatchet, metal hoop. Oh, and we can't open the lock container because we don't have enough. But it makes me curious. But what? Ooh. Almost.
Carry on.
Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here's just recycled spacer farts.
That's funny.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Uh-oh, not enough perception.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things. Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
See, just via perception, we were able to just go in here. Check out the bolter pistol. 137. I gotta modify some of my weapons actually to make it like not plasma, because I have too many plasma weapons. Machine gun, grenade launcher. Okay, zap. Sure. Upgrades available achievement. Make your shock stick more powerful. Super Scooper 2000. We'll just sell these, except for this one, maybe. Maybe we'll keep that one, because it's rare.
Move along.
Assholes and their big interstellar freighters. One nearly rammed me on the way in.
Don't look funny at the crew. Heard they toss folks out the airlock if they don't like your face.
No one's watching. So I can steal it.
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed.
Whoa.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon, and no Mercury in Saltuna.
Stupid. Media circus around circus time clowns. Politics of tossball have grown increasingly turbulently, with the circus time clowns trading out every single member of the team. As to comment on the upheaval, the Owners' League released a statement saying that the clowns' failure to reach the finals was a deciding factor in the organizational rearrangement. When questioned by the values of this overhaul team, representative from the clowns stated that their main goals remain the same as ever: toss, ball, win, repeat. God damn, all the hitches in here is pretty bad. Ooh. Rest and go key card. Can I do this? They didn't seem to mind. Okay, they're not looking at you. If they're not looking at you, apparently you can. You can just steal stuff.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself, Isaac. Nobody wants you to be close to the cargo. Careful where you smoke.
Oh. So, should I check to see if there's anything? Oh, is there something about the hatchet? It was supposed to be his too, right? I'll go back. I'll go back there and steal the hatchet. But I think it was just like a generic hatchet. I don't think. Oops.
Understood. On my way.
Okay, so I already stole it. Okay. Now this. Probably something good in there.
Be right there.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
On Key-Free Hudson, it's time for a KYO. Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow. Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
Oops.
Is any of the news they play here actually true?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch.
Hey!
Rizzo Flakes has Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following statement. Cosmo finals are scheduled to air. Both teams have tested negative for performance enhancement. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could be unfair and bad. You've been listening to Halcyon News.
Oh. You can only unlock one at a time. Oh shit. How did I get unlock all of them? So I need to find more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move along. Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
Where?
I am en route, Captain.
319.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades. Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight, but I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Jesus.
Alright, I'm on the move.
Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's
You think Gladys is gonna make us listen to the rerun of The Chairman's Children again?
Hey.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Whoa. 660 DPS.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key, and they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Jesus. 10,000?
You've certainly been blessed with an abundance of sass, haven't you? But it's your interstellar currency I'm interested in, not your nethers.
Oh, Lord. You sure about that, miss?
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway, and Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide. Quite the opposite, I believe. Nothing terribly secret about gunfire, is there? If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Neither do mine, dearie. Old Gladys knows the value of good work. You'll be compensated accordingly, I can promise you that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies. Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Yes, dearie? Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a fellow like you, I'd think. What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom? Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear? Groundbreakers radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss Junley's supposed to be getting them fixed, but the board's determined to get in her way. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, sir. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing. That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junley.
Seems to be a problem with the stream. Let me just make sure that everything's working. Seems to be a problem with the stream. Let me just make sure that everything's working there. Seems to be a problem with the stream. Let me just make sure that everything's working there. Seems to be a problem with the stream. Let me just make sure that everything's working there. Seems to be a problem with the stream. Okay. Just make sure that everything's working there. Seems to be. Alright, cool. Oh no. It's gone again. I don't know why it doesn't work on the tablet.
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, sir. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
Maybe that's the problem.
Breaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
So why wouldn't it want to play? Maybe that's the problem. Higher
Breaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
So what's here? What's on my computer? Maybe that's the problem. Higher
Breaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
If I go directly to what's here? What's on my computer? Maybe that's the problem.
Breaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
If I go directly to what's here? What's on my computer? Everything's good here. It's just that what's here? What's on my computer? Everything's good here. Go directly to what's here? What's on my computer? This might not work out after all, huh?
Go right ahead, sweetheart. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Candy?
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
It works on the phone.
Take a candy with you.
But let me try iOS. Yeah, it works on the phone. It, for some reason, my stream wouldn't work on my tablet. I don't know why that is. It's very odd. So maybe I need to restart this thing. Maybe there was an update or something I didn't know about.
I am in no hurry myself. Well, I could use a breather.
couldn't pay me to visit Monarch. I'd probably get my face eaten off.
What? Zero Jesus Lansing. Oh, here's McRed.
Vicar, do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? That ocean stink?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on to explain why. I just want to have some conversation.
Of course you do. I'm en route, Captain. I'll be right there. On my way.
Yeah, but you guys not doing anything.
So what's the plan?
Ready when you are.
Patience is a virtue, or so I've been told. await your signal, Captain. Coming over to you.
Don't you rule me.
slow day, huh? Wish we had bigger weapons, but no.
Be careful about blowing holes in the hull.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Yoshi. Sweetheart. No. What are you doing?
Met bays for crew only. Sorry. Freighters got to see their ship's sawbones.
Miss Doyle isn't having any visitors.
Dr. Dorset's death hand. Hardly be discussed.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. Did he now? Mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
What seems to be the problem? Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. Take care. Something I can help you with?
Okay, so that's an issue with the game itself, not FSR.
Take care.
You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuro? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. You say that like it's weird. Like I said, Jessie did me a favor, and now I owe her one. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed. The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
But why would we lie about that, though? She's not gonna steal us anything. Or I guess we'll get money from her if we sit away from the board. I mean, I know we get XP for lying and doing all these things, but is that the result that I want?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh? You're sure no one followed you? Is it all clear, or am I still a wanted woman? Oh, you should ask her that. She'll love it. By which I mean she'll probably have an apoplectic fit. Oh, that's just how Ellie is. According to her, she don't need no one or anything to get by in life.
She can deny it all she wants, but we know each other. More than just as passing acquaintances. We've helped each other. Sometimes we even like each other. Lone pirates don't live too long, and it ain't weak to have a friend or two.
Any word on Jessie? Let's just say she did me a favor and now I owe her. So, did you find her, or what? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
So, what's the plan?
Just passing through, minding my own business.
I'm sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable. I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
Brush your teeth.
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Spread wash, mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development. Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker. Or anywhere in the Halcyon colony. Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
Wow. This line of questioning is...
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat. Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint. You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon. Damn it. I'm sloping for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Sorry if I push it too hard, Martin.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
You work for Spacer's Choice. Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
It's not too bad. It's not so bad. They're struggling, but they've got good hearts.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a spacer's choice spirit. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that, too.
Must be shoddy quality if it needs replacing.
Just the opposite. Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop buying new stuff. Oh, sorry. Got the line wrong. You want me to do it again?
If you wouldn't mind.
Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop improving their lives with our fine products. You could go broke buying overpriced Aramid gear, or you could buy from us at a much more reasonable rate.
But it sounds like Aramid gear won't break the first time you use it.
That's why you should get a backup or 3. Become a frequent buyer. Join our Friendship Rewards program. Program currently unapproved in Alpha, rewards and friendship pending. Have a look.
Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna start selling the consumables. Not all of it though. I mean, can we... Oh, okay, there we go. We'll just keep... We'll just keep one. For the buffs at least. Just keep one. Oh no, that was the only bunch of nanners I have. No, we gotta buy that back. They're $1 each. You don't even get a lot of money from this. Oh, some of them are more expensive. I wish you could give them to your companions and they can just use them, you know, whenever. There we go. Carries so much of it. It's a medical bay. Where's the oh, Lost Hope is over there. Where they went to rest and go.
scheduled advertising for the following store. Remember Aunt Jill? Because she remembered you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you a needle full of love?
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
What's this heat issue I hear people complaining about?
The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
It might be your thermal control system's busted. That can happen if it's not tended to from time to time.
I don't really care what the issue is, kid. I just want it fixed. Sweat's starting to make me chafe in places I shouldn't be chafing.
Ew. Who's in charge of fixing it?
Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up.
What do you need radiators for?
They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade.
How long has it been like this?
Weeks? I've lost track. Too damn long.
Maybe I can do something about that.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering.
What do you know about Chief Junlei?
There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that.
All the traders in the system come through here. Heard anything interesting?
Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding-edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space? What ain't I got?
You got everything, huh? She got a lot of stuff. Yeah, all of these things, they're just too many different buffs. You know? Overwhelming. That you don't even want to bother with them.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Vicker. That seems like quite a
Job as always to our hardworking family.
Is this part of the bar? Oh.
It only gets ugly around here when the corporates stir up trouble.
Wait. They got a Sprat dish? Are you serious? Oh, he is making Sprat. God.
Talk to Vera if you need something. She's usually behind the bar.
Well.
I'll be just a moment.
Oh no, she's throwing up. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, not that. That's just the paint, I think. Isn't that the paint just peeling off? Oh no, that's a throw up. Bells, shells. Oh, and guns.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
What's the benefits of modifying my weapons?
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
Does modifying a weapon void the warranty?
A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list.
Where can I find modifications?
Right here for a start. I got a fair selection. Modified weapons are my specialty.
If I change my mind, can I take a mod off or replace it?
No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
How do I attach a modification?
Only takes a bit of elbow grease and a spot of engineering know-how. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is in engineering. You can take your new toys over there if you feel like tinkering. So, what can I get you?
Oh, does you have anything like extraordinary? They just look like regular weapons. Oh, flamethrower. 400 damage. What is that? Machine gun. Must be expensive too. 917. That's not too bad. I guess we'll buy some mods. Wow, they're expensive. Wow, 3,000. Plasma. Power attack damage. 800? Oh, that's for the melee weapon. Range weapon spread. Critical damage. Magazine size. Okay. These are not even that great. She doesn't mind them like standing behind her. I gotta get some more water.
I am in no hurry myself.
Waste disposal. Okay. Yeah. Oh, a lot of locked doors.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they chuck it down here.
It was still alive. There's gotta be something good down here. There's another one.
Here they come!
Wait, what? Who? What? Wow.
How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch.
No, you better come down here. No, Parvati, you better
Making my way there.
come down here. You can force her to get. Yeah. What the fuck? What is this? Crumple instruction. Frankie got a lead on some local salvage. One of Groundbreaker's old hangars was bricked over until someone found it by poking around the Steve Doer's quarters. Lilia gave us the go ahead to plant her flag once we clear out the new arrivals. I'm sending you to scout. Look for a loose panel. You got to climb on top of their bunks and head toward the back wall. Lilia says we should watch our backs. She thinks we're being tailed. In other words, typical Lilia. Okay. She didn't want to come down here or force her. She was compelled to do so. Yes. Another one. Okay. Let's go back there before I forget. There's nothing in here except for that. Oh, also these doors. Oops. No. Oh, I gotta level up these guys. Hold on. Stealth. What else? Oh, longs. You know, I've already read these. Why do they have to mark them? Increased chances of looting mods when Parvati is in the party. Increase the companion base on armor rating. You know, we'll go for that. Wait, what? Why? Oh, that's just. I thought it was a level up indicator.
We interrupt your regular
Silly.
scheduled advertisement for the following story. And now for a special word from Jim Walker.
No. You guys wait out there so I can close the door. Okay? Dang. They can't see me looting all that stuff.
It breaks my heart to see the fruits of your labor stolen by these vagabonds. One such man is Phineas Wells. The board unanimously decided that in the
Who's
interest
that
of
handsome
protecting our
man?
best assets, that's you, we are substantially raising the reward for his arrest. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, do your civic duty and come forward.
Stuff about Phineas. This poor guy. Okay, ready. Okay, so we visited everything here. His first level. From Jane Tennyson to anyone seen Private Taylor. To who? To engineers, all the engineers. Haven't seen him in days, and where are we on that toilet clog? If Chief Guying taught me anything, it's that a crew's morale is proportional to the quality of their outhouse. You take away a crew's plumbing, you take away their privacy and dignity. So let's get that toilet fixed. Even though it's been Wildcat Group. Even though it's been nigh on 20 years since our last meetup on Groundbreaker, I was hoping we could get the old gang back together. I understand that things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers. Some of us have gone corporate. Some of us are likely dead. And some of us are on toddlers and not reading this message. But I haven't lost hope. No one responded to my last invite. I hope that means your schedules are full up with family gatherings and job opportunities. Stay free, freelancers. Hi all. I just got off ice from a round trip to Deshkova. 2 years out, 2 years back. Imagine my surprise when we de-thawed and Groundbreaker comms told us our docking was going to be delayed. 1 hour turned into 5, then days went by. In the end, we spent an entire goddamn week waiting for a berth on this law-fucked bolt bucket. And because we were kicking our heels all that time, not a one of us got paid. I don't know about you, but I got expenses. A family don't see often enough. Dead you wouldn't fucking believe. And even if I'm not working, I still gotta make payments. Does that seem proper to you? Don't we conveyors have rights? We should do something about this, if you agree. Leave a message here and I'll respond when I get back from Jensen in 3 years. Wait, what? What? To those who have raised questions about the quality of Groundbreaker's victuals, yes, I'm aware their promenade stinks. Allow me to put the matter to rest. Our ancestors didn't rise from humble beginnings on a diet of spratworts and borts, but that's the reality of life up here. If you can salt it, can it, or zip it in a pouch, then we're not picky about calling it food. Spaces make do with what they have, and what we have is smelly meat, lots of salt, and even kinds of mustard. 11 kinds of mustard. Last time I counted. Try and enjoy it. This is a general notice about our impound policies. If the board impounded your ship, take it up with the board. Their embassy is the gaudy-looking building opposite Sublight's warehouse. Send them your questions, outstanding fees, and hate mail, especially hate mail. If Groundbreaker impounded you, pay your damn fees and don't bother my people. Originally looking for a new crew to sign on with. I've been stuck in Halcyon for almost a year now. Don't know what's holding up my next posting. Never had to wait this long to get on another freighter. I plan to take one of the rare long hauls back to Earth, but I haven't been able to find any, and even the shortest skips to the inner worlds seems rarer than the outer world routes these days. If anyone has any information about upcoming work, please post it here. Down on my luck. Hey, so here's my story. My ship limped into Groundbreaker in a rough state. We couldn't make the repair fee, the docking fees, the refueling, or the fees for not being able to pay our fees, so I'm kinda stuck here now. Then they took my ship and sold it off as scrap. Now my credit is shot to hell and corporate freighters won't hire me. I'm hoping someone with a bunk to spare and places to go is feeling charitable. Thanks for listening. This was posted 56 times in 632 days. Someone's desperate. I'm gonna go check out the light burner first, light breaker, whatever they're called.
D&D, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is. D&D forced works. It's not the word unless it's forced works.
M. Callahan, B. Evison, T. Oyama. You made your space's choice when you signed it. You made your space's choice when you signed the employment contract. I keep telling you the hat doesn't fit right. There's something wrong with it. How many people have worn this thing before me? Is this my life now? Because if it is, I'll take it. I'll be your moon man. But there won't be anything left of me to care. Oh, this is the moon man, yeah. Hope you're doing well, Mom. Thought I'd check in. Engineers visit the shop a bunch. I remember when I used to turn a wrench back. Oh man, Tara too. Are you okay, honey? Oh, there's more here. Lilia Hagen over a sublight told me that I could always pursue a career in salvage if this thing doesn't work out. Please give Dad and others a hug for me. Mom, it's really great that you can stay in touch like this. Little reminders of home are important, more important than ever. Enjoy the quality Space's Life choice goods I sent. You can get ones just like them at home, but I figured you might appreciate me getting the company discount and all. I know it's bad. As the one whose office is closest to the radiators, you can imagine why I want to take 3 showers every day. I hear you. We've got eyes on the problem, and hands, and tools. It's a mechanical problem with a mechanical solution. In the meantime, enjoy some additional water rations, and take breaks. You deserve them. If you're thirsting for cooler air, talk to your closest engineer about spots with favorable circulation. Seeking ethically flexible spacer with stellar bay landing clearance. Payment in exchange for return of legal salvage. Details given upon acceptance of contract. Active warrants. Prior convictions. No questions asked. Our background checks filter out criminal red flags. Plausible deniability is sublight way. See Lilia Hagen for details. Warehouse next to the Spratworks joint, 2nd floor. Do not delete. The Halcyon Holdings corporate office and its environs are for conducting official board business only. Anyone found misusing board property will be fined accordingly. Board property includes, but is not limited to, Halcyon Holdings office here on Groundbreaker, the space directly in front of my desk, the space directly behind my desk, my doorway, my berth, and most importantly, my stairs. Thank you for your cooperation. Udon Bedford, Certified Liaison. P.S. Please note that the next space are caught drinking on the stairs outside the embassy may find themselves on the root side of an airlock. Dang. PPS. This is the third time I've had to post this message, and I'm sick and tired of it. I will not hesitate to open a board-sanctioned investigation into your behavior, and when you are caught, punish you accordingly. Felix Milestone.
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it. CNP chicken and potatoes. At CNP, you know our CNP. CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Yepers. Looking for some good. Oh, actually looks pretty good. Don't you give me a reason, baby. That's not the
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Got any leads on salvage? Doesn't even have to be broke yet. I'll take anything.
We lost on the contractor to a UDL gunship. This is your daily reminder that legitimate businesses don't run from the authorities. And that is what we are. Stay calm, present your papers. If you get tangled up in the courts, I will personally bail you out. Anyone seen Hawthorne lately? I could use some reliable help. Oh, Hawthorne. Okay. Unlike most of you sprats, Catherine is bringing Sublight a consistent income from today until it says so. You have to treat her as an extension of my desk. Speaking of which, Tobias, order an extension for my desk. Purple liquor lots, Spectrum vodka, even more than that. Erotica generic, the locals aren't picky. Erotica exotic, except for the ones who are. Space cake surprise, I don't know what it is, but it was on last month's order list, so either track some down or do your best in the kitchen. Black hole, all calm, signed Tossball poster. Tobias, where are we with that desk extension? You just asked. Okay. Yeah, silly. This week in salvage. My scanner says that the Mardettes impounded a freelancer ship after the captain misbehaved. The crew dropped so many bits at Bear's place that they can't afford to lift the impound. Whoever gets the salvage right gets to sit quietly in my office and watch a professional work. One of ours had altercation with one of theirs, lost another contractor, scraped that the ship, dedicated a tenth of the salvage to funeral expenses. I take care of my people. A little sprat told me that a crate of spoiled cysty pork ended up at the bottom of the Monarch Canyon. Let's see how much we can sell. Speaking of which, no one eat at Auntie Cleo's stall until I say so. Something in the kitchen has gone bad. The next time one of us finds an abandoned ship and decommissions it, They had better dispatch a ground team to the debris field before the marauders have their turn. Just because we're salvagers doesn't mean we have to be scavengers.
Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tails. Sublight for life. Corporations never lifted a finger for me.
Hey, he's actually kind of cute. Hello.
Salvage is a family business. We've got each other's backs.
First cute guy in the game. Well, second if you count the vicar, but the vicar looks a little strange though. Oops.
Sublight for life. Corporations never lifted a finger for me.
I like it has the same voice as the other guy. Oh, what is this?
My dad taught me some French, you know. Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Silly. Here's Tobias.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable?
How'd you know?
Money. We got it. The Steve Doors want it. I'll take that as a yes. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Salvage is a family business. We've got each other's backs.
We're gonna disrespect her by wasting her time. Oh, another door here. What's this? Dangerous Frontiers by Ophelia Sweeney.
Salvage is a family business. We've got each other's backs.
Now bring on some bacon.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Never heard of you.
Not a word. Pity. My guy in marketing is about to lose his other thumb. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. A useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Get to the point, Hagen.
I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
What's so special about Stellar Bay?
First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
I don't have a nav key, but can I still take the job?
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rescue Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
I take it Sublight isn't strictly a salvage operation.
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
What kind of other sectors does Sublight pursue other than salvage and shipping?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
So you're a company of bureaucratic pirates.
Your words, not mine.
She's cute. You're very honest about Sublight's criminal side.
Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate.
How organized is this business?
Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets. Grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one. Ask. I have nothing to hide. Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
So we can't do anything for her until we take care of the situation with Gladys.
Welcome back to Sunlight, where we make salvage dreams come true.
Does Sublight handle any legitimate business, or is this just all a front?
That's a good question. Yes? Yes, that sounds right. I'll make sure to include that in the new employee salvage tutorial.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Why does he have these lights? Oh, it's part of his outfit. Oh, that's interesting. Spratwurst. Ew! Oh, Lord. Oh. Oh, no. Ew, when was the last time they cleaned this? Well, I guess it doesn't need to be clean.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
What's spratwurst exactly?
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
Fry them in their own juices. That is just so disgusting. What does terra-fry mean?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Is spratwurst like borswurst? I've seen that a lot.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
Is spratwurst your own invention, or what?
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&Ding our own special meat. Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm fresh sprats.
You have that in the chat.
As long as you don't mind me grinding spratwurst while we talk. Little things don't make themselves chewy. At least not yet. I'm sure modern science will find a way. Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm fresh sprats. Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
Wow, plus 25% base health. Try it with double mustard. Ike's Armory.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Are you a spacer yourself?
Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations.
They did what? After the what?
Not from around here, are ya? After leaving Earth, they worked a local gas giant from a floating refinery. Dangerous work. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Tell me more about your wares.
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in the shape.
Ooh, what? Officer's spine. The origin of the name of the sword is lost in antiquity. Was it named Officer's Spine because officers could stand straight knowing they wielded these powerful swords? Or was it that, like officers, these swords vented noxious fumes? No one knows. Wow, that is interesting. Plasma cutter. Like the jingle says, don't put the pedal to the metal, put an aramid ballistics plasma cutter instead. Stun baton is what the priest is using now, but I'm tempted to buy this Officer's Spine. Seems like an interesting. He can actually, can he dual wield? I don't think they can dual wield, can they?
Careful where you point that thing.
Don't you give me a reason. That's not the right season. Baby, I love you a lot. I'll give you all I got. Yeah, you know that it's true. I'm saying I'm a service for you. I'm saying I'm a service for you. Like true.
Stay in the public areas and we'll get along fine.
Dang, look at the heat wave in here.
This is those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power? Something you need?
Junlei is about the only thing holding this leaky old wreck together.
Dang, Beijing got some big nose.
Good lord, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate. Junlei better hurry up with those damn repairs already. Good lord, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate. Junlei better hurry up with those damn repairs already.
You should clear out.
Engineering's a dangerous place to wander until you get this read or something.
Ready when you are.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
Outside people with machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
Sensors indicate that
Spent all day in here and not had looked at half the best stuff. That's all pretty boring though.
lack of productivity is not a victim.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer is just passing through.
It's a good out of impound and bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate brats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
You don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right, I don't. The board is after 2 things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
You must have been amazing people to
to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when. I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stem that goes down stronger than Nam or Spank. Family recipe.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. You've got my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal.
If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable. Mardits are descended from the original Marine detachment that crossed the void with Groundbreaker. I don't put their lives on the line if I can avoid it. You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy. Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence. Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs. What can I do for you, Captain?
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...